And then I was supposed to do today, which one of my friends, which I'm guess I'm gonna count this as his shout out. His name is Oh Yes I Did, which is fucking hilarious to me. I think when we first met him, we were like, "Is there a no he didn't or no you didn't or something?" And he said there was. I don't know if there is or not. Either way, let's go through the epics and rate them. He gave me this idea, so shout out to him. He gave me different versions of the idea. I gave you two already. You greedy. Oh, look, we're gonna start with the fucking paywall himself. So let's go through this, and any of you that are in the chat, feel free to correct me or give me a different viewpoint, because I'm going through this blind. Some of these characters I've never used, and I've slept on some of them before. Sandlash being a big one. Right, I ignored the fuck out of her, and I don't know if you just saw in my 3v3, she beat the shit out of someone. Diddy. Diddy. Alright, so let's look through it. Attack two enemies. What the fuck is wrong with me? Attacks one enemy two times. Grants an extra turn if the target is killed. That's not horrible. I'm not going to say it is. What's up? Lucian. Okay. What's up? Alright, so attacks one enemy has 60% chance of placing, a 50% decrease. This is okay. On this champion, Grand Section. Alright, so this is nice, but 5 turns is whatever. So honestly, I don't know why the fuck they were trying to sell his ass. Cool. I try and keep my job apart from this stuff, so try not to mention that stuff. But I think I remember you. At least if I think, I mean, it's hard to know. But if you're the one that was, were you the one that used to talk about Ark? It's hard to remember everyone. But I think I saw you posted something on my PlayStation recently. Unless it's someone else. I don't know, man. There's so many people. But yeah, so anyways, I'd honestly say this is a 6. I mean, I'm sure you could build him to be a little bit sturdy. I mean, I did that a lot with everyone. But yeah, honestly, everything is single target. He grants himself a turn, but it's 5 turns. So you gotta hope he can kill. You gotta make him a single nuke target. Life's been good, man. Have my own house now. Have a dog with my wife now. You know, just chilling. So honestly, I give him a 6. He can fuck off. This dickhead. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Place an extra hit if the target is under a heal reduction. Place 2 extra hits if the target is under 100% heal reduction. Interesting. 74%. Fuck this. Oh, okay. This move. Alright, so he is maybe decent for Fire Knight. Nice. Did you do college and everything or no? Like what you up to? I'd say he's decent for Fire Knight, accompanied with someone that does heal reduction, maybe Spirit. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. I'm gonna give him a 6. You can fuck off as well. Oathbound. Attacks one enemy. Pretty much anyone that attacks one enemy. Oh, well, at least he has a thing here. Decrease attack on all anyone. Also has. Ooh. Attacks 4 times a random each. 30% chance of placing block cooldown skills. You know, he's kind of fun and he's defense based. Nice. Good job, man. I mean, hey, you don't have to go to college to be successful. I've always told everyone that. You know, you just need to find something that you enjoy. I don't know if you like it or not. Obviously, that hasn't been mentioned yet. But I always recommend doing whatever you think will help you go through life in a content manner. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I don't know how good he is because I've never tested him out. But I'd rate this motherfucker a 7. I like him. Maybe even an 8. I really like the moves. They're interesting. I'd say 7.5 maybe. This asshole. Leech, that's okay for a clan boss. I mean, yeah. That'll help you. Show them how cool our clan is. I'll go there in a minute. Let me finish this one and then I'll do that. Place a perfect veil on an ally for 2 turns. Counterattack on this champion on all enemies. That's not bad. Alright, this is a 7 in my opinion. Not gonna go higher than that, but he has some good moves. Provoke on everyone and counterattack is not bad. Perfect veil it's not bad. It's okay. Attacks one enemy with leech. That's okay for clan boss, but Knight Errant. I hear good things about him. Attacks one enemy has 30% chance of placing leech. We'll ignore 30%. Oh, that's nice. Attacks one enemy, 60% chance of placing stun for 1 turn. Resets the cooldown on each of the champion's skills if the target is killed. So he's kind of like a single target nuker. Damage is increased by 75% if this champion is... Wow. Sergey. They're putting me through college now, though, for... Oh, like Amazon themselves are putting you through college? I mean, that's smart on their end if they can, like, put you through college, pay for it, and then have you work in their more... what the fuck you call it? You know, more IT section of it and everything. That's good, man. Definitely. You're gonna move up. That's good. Honestly, I rate him a 6. He's not... He has some interesting moves. Alright, this is one I always ignore and I shouldn't. Defense is a little low compared to others. Oh, that speed though. 107 base speed is pretty fucking nice. Have a good night. You too. Alright. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has 30% chance of placing a decreased speed. So that's not bad. Attacks all enemies. Has a 100% chance on book. 3 turn cooldown. For 60% the big version, decreased defense, and the big version of decreased attack. That is fucking sexy. That is the reason he's so nice. And with his base speed being what it is, and if you set up like Arbiter or Apoth, he can be very helpful. So I definitely recommend him. Let's see his passive. Places 50% increased accuracy buff on an ally for 1 turn each time the ally has a debuff resisted by an enemy. That's kind of funny. It's like, oh, you fucked up here. Let me give you more accuracy so you won't fuck up again. Honestly, I'd rate him a... I haven't used it myself, so it's hard to say, and I usually beat the shit out of the ones I see. So I'm going to go on the lower end of what I want to give him and say 8.5. Like, this move right here is his bread and butter. 3 turn cooldown. So that's not bad. And his base speed is great, but the defense is just a little bit low for me. I'd like it at least in the 1,200 range, 1,200s. You know? She's interesting. Attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of placing 100% heal reduction for 2 turns. Damage increases according to speed. I don't know how well that works, but it's an interesting mechanic. 3 times at random. Each hit has 30% chance of placing, 50% chance of booked of placing stuns. That's okay. 4 times. Poison. She's alright. Her base speed is nice. Her base attack is actually pretty fucking huge. Honestly, I'd say a 7. Again, obviously, I'll tell you guys if I actually use one of these motherfuckers. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Places stun debuff for 2 turns. If the target has an increased speed buff. That's kind of a weird thing to do. Ally protect on all allies. Places shield buff on this champion equal to 40% this champion's max HP. Stun X. Okay. 5. He can suck out. He can suck it. I'm not gonna talk about it. 40% chance of stealing 2 random buffs from the target. That's pretty nice. Attacks all enemy has 50% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. And this can go up to 75. That's pretty nice. I don't know how hard it hits, but that's nice. Place block damage on all allies for 1 turn. And it's a 4-turn cooldown. Alright. His stats are even. His speed is high. He doesn't have either one really like high to me. But his abilities are fucking sexy. I'd say 7. Borderline 7.5. Alright, so just to go through it real quick. Let's show. Okay. I don't know if G wanted us to show off our clan real quick in terms of this or not, but ew, my clan key is pretty low. Oh, look at JP going at it. But yeah, we're just a nightmare clan right now. Actually, has anyone said anything? Fuck you, Tal. Pass me. I'm on my PC. Fucking, my spider time, I think, is 15 seconds or something. Or 16. I can't remember now. Hold on. And Rage and him both got to 13, 15. So now I need to fucking beat them. I doubt I will, though. But yeah, this is on my PC. My friend helped build it for me. Alright. Royal Guard is a 9. His moves are pretty solid. He hits fairly hard. Has a decreased defense on his A1. Attacks all enemies. And it's according to max HP. So this is great for Dragon. It's great for... I mean, it's great for any dungeon boss, really. I think it's just a 1080. Just I got it for free from my brother-in-law. But, you know, it does what I need it to do. I haven't had any issues yet anyways. But yeah, this is obviously a part of my spider nuke. Hey, 1080 is not bad. And then attacks 4 times. Each has a 60% chance of placing 30%. And then the aura is 35% in dungeons attack. Just overall good, but this move right here is his bread and butter. Along with Cold Heart, Septimus, and a couple others. Makes him pretty fucking nice. Okay. Taro, honestly, I'm going to rate him a 10. And I'll explain why. First, let's get through it. So, attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing 50% decreased attack. Damage inflicted is proportional to defense. So, he's defense, 1300 base defense. That's great. Actually, let's go to... What's your base attack? Is not bad. So, this is a good clan boss person because of the decreased attack. Then, attacks all enemies. Has a 100% chance of placing 60% decreased defense. If the target is under decreased attack, it will place a sleep debuff for 1 turn. Damage inflicted is proportional to defense. So that's really nice. It actually hits fairly hard. And then we got this. Attacks one enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 50%. If the attack fully depletes the turn meter, it will place a stun debuff for 2 turns. That's ridiculous. 2 turns. It's a 4-turn cooldown. This is a 4-turn cooldown. All good stuff. He does great. He helped me get through Nightmare Campaign. I just, you know, I don't use him anywhere almost anymore. But he put in the work. He earns his 10 for me. And again, this is my opinion. Obviously, everyone else, you know, you're going to rate things differently, and that's okay. Okay. I have no comment. That's fucking nice. Wait. Okay. So 5-turn cooldown. This is nice. This is nice. I can see why people say that he has that he's a pretty decent epic. I'd honestly rate him a 7.5. He's not bad at all. I'll get there. All right. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. That's alright. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing freeze. Attacks all enemies. I think someone beat the shit out of me with one of her recently. Both over 1,000, and this one's over 1,200. The speed's kind of shit. Well, she starts off with some accuracy. That's interesting. I want to say 7. If I had her and I could test her out a little bit better. I shave my head every now and then. Rate clam boss. 11 out of 10 would fuck again. Oh, next 15 minutes, probably not. God knows. I'll do what I can. Maybe I'll do it in segments just because it takes long. Oh, Jesus. No, I don't. Well, if you had me 3 years ago, then I had long hair, I believe. But yeah, I shaved my head that summer. I believe the summer that after you left. And I shaved my head bald, and now I just kind of shave it every now and then when I'm not lazy as fuck. I like the bald look, but I'm also lazy, so sometimes I don't shave as much as I should. You know. Anyways, attacks one enemy has a 40% chance of placing 30% reflect damage buff on a random ally. That's okay. Sorry, I'm being quiet right now, but this is interesting. On the champion for 2 turns, every time their health drops below 50%. This could be every turn. Place a shield buff equal to 10% of their max HP whenever this champion loses 10%. I don't know what to say about this thing. I'm gonna give him a 6, and I'd be willing to change it. Because he has weird, interesting things. I feel like I'd have to use him. I have one at level 50. I should fuck with him. My boss Crin's favorite poisoner. I'm actually gonna sell them. I just think I posted that on Twitter. But I'm actually gonna sell my Funko Pops. You know, I'm tired of having them. I'm gonna start trying to sell them. I have 3 that are over 200 bucks apparently. All right. Attacks one enemy, places 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. If the attack is critical, has a 15% chance of granting an extra turn. Oh, that's fun. Okay. His attack base is not bad. Attacks one enemy, fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. Has an extra 15% chance of inflicting critical hit. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 25% chance to ignore defense. Kind of interesting. He's alright for clan boss. He's kind of fun. But sorry Crane, it's gonna be a 5 for me. I don't think he's gonna watch this, but still. Jingle Hunter. Honestly, a lot of people hate on him or love him. It's interesting how separate the love and hate for this guy is. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 40% chance of placing 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. If this attack is critical, which you can more than likely control. People mostly use him because of his speed aura. He's one of the better speed auras you can get without like getting to like the higher ends up like Shazar and Arbiter. Attacks one enemy has a 90% chance, 100% chance of placing freeze debuff on all enemies for 1 turn if this attack kills the enemy. Oh, that kind of sucks. Attacks all enemies, decrease by 20% if this attack is critical. Fills the champion's turn meter by 10% if this attack is critical. So pretty much you got to build his crit rate way the fuck up. His base attack is not bad at all. Are you the one that bragged about your platinum trophies? Okay, yeah, I remember you. I got a couple more platinums now. I did God of War and Spider-Man, and I think I had done Overwatch by the time I knew you, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I'd rate him a 7. He has a decent kit, just there's better people out there. Battle Sage. I don't know what to say about this one. 82 platinums? Bro, you've been no-lifing. Or you've been going for the easy ones. Attacks all enemies A1. But if you notice here, her base stuff is not the best. I mean, I gotta give you credit there. I can't catch up to that. I got like 4. Places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, then removes all debuffs on all allies. This buff cannot be removed. So this is on a 3-turn cooldown. It's a cleanse. So this is not bad. People sleep on her a lot. Place a revive on death on a target ally for 3 turns. The ally will instantly revive if killed. Not horrible. And then the aura. Jesus Christ, man, I can't speak. Yes, but I might be getting the Xbox first, because they're supposedly backwards compatible all the way, whereas PS5 is barely compatible with PS4, supposedly. Nice. Hey, use it whatever you want, right? If you're good with everything else, you're paying your bills. No reason you can't. I honestly rate her a 6. I want to rate her higher, but the things don't scale very well. Oh, there's one more. Oh, that's right, this one. Attacks one enemy 2 times. 3rd hit if it's critical, which you can control. 3 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. That's not bad. You get paid once a month. And you got to make sure you're budgeting properly then, huh? This is alright. Attacks one enemy. Fuck it. That's like a 6. Maybe a 5. Fuck it. I'm giving her a 5. Jesus Christ, there's a lot in here. Alright, let's get it going. I'm gonna kind of blitz these right now. Let's go back to this. On target. Oh, fuck this. This is a 2. Attacks one enemy. Heals all allies 20% of their max HP. Places reflect on them. Okay. Attacks all enemies. 50% chance of placing decreased attack. And 21. Alright. You know what? I'm going to give her a 7. I actually like that. I like her moves. Yeah, I got a house right now. I mean, but there's no shame in living with your parents until you can afford to save money, dude. Don't think bad about that. Don't get that twisted. Talia's not bad. I've actually got my ass kicked to a couple. Attacks one enemy, whatever. Increase the duration of buffs on all allies by 1 turn. Places a shield equal to on this champion. Oh, this champion's HP on all allies. Okay. Attacks all enemy. Ooh. I'm gonna give her a 7. I don't know how feasible some of these are, but that's pretty nice stuff. I like them. I want to like her, but I feel like she sucks. Attacks 3 times at random. This move right here is the only reason she's okay. That's not bad. I'll give her a 6. Talia. I've made her level 5, 5-star 3 fucking times. 5-star level 50. And I ate it every time. Bellower is not the best nuker. He's probably... He can nuke a little bit, but he's not the best nuker. He's a good debuffer. So if you want an AoE debuffer that can fucking ruin people's lives, you go with Bellower. But Kael's a better nuker. In my opinion, anyways. And you just bought a Tesla in full? Nice, dude. Sounds like you're doing pretty good for yourself. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Places increase a 25% and crit rate on this champion for 2 turns. Then attacks all enemies. That's not bad. Okay, and this is something if you pair him with Phoenix, which you may or may not do. Places a counterattack on this champion for 2 turns. Has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff on enemies for 2 turns. Does that mean all enemies? That's not bad either. Honestly, it's hard to rate her. She's like a 7. No, yeah, I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing the best I can. This year's been really bad for me, but I'm gonna power through it. I'm gonna get through it. But I've had a pretty shitty year so far, and I don't think it's gonna get better yet. Where was I? Oh, okay. Juliana's an interesting one. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each critical hit fills this champion turn meter. So pretty much you're automatically filling her turn meter. So she's kind of bad for speed tuning. I actually used to use Frankie and Bellower in my arena team for a while because you get stuns from Frankie, Bellower, and stun gear, more stuns and more speed. A bunch of debuffs on Bellower. I can't even name them all. And then I have Soul Drinker to fucking nuke everything else. All right, increases this, places 5% poison on the target for 3 turns if this attack is critical. Remove random buff from target, has 75%. Like, pretty much what she screams is Clan Boss. I've seen her used in other places. I haven't seen it used to much success, in my humble opinion. You know, so sorry anyone that likes Juliana, but aside from Clan Boss, she's whatever to me. So I'd rate her about a 7. I don't know why I back out. To be honest with you, I've actually seen him hit somewhat hard, so I'm gonna just say that he's a 6, 6.5. Like, Aelthar's not that bad, and he's a decent poisoner, so if you want to use something for Clan Boss and you only have him, it's not bad. Man, this guy gets a lot of hate and a lot of love. Attacks one enemy, grants extra turn if killed. Grants an extra turn. When hit by an enemy, places 15%. To be honest with you, if you build him right, I think he's still decent. Like, he's okay. The only problem is he is a single target nuker, so you have to hope that you can kill people. So maybe have an AoE person in front, decrease the, you know, like Draco or anyone, I don't fucking know. With decrease attack, decrease weaken and decrease defense, and then have maybe an AoE nuker, and then he can just fucking whoop, 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 just kill everyone else after, and he'll take all the turns. So I actually don't think he's that bad. Let me see the rest of that. And I got Gorge and APA go to replace. Oh, with a nuker though. Yeah. I mean, I have yet to use Gorgo, but I know he's amazing. This guy can suck it. He's garbage. It's fucking 1. Alright, I hear that he hits hard. I've never used him. Attacks on enemy. Just a little weenie heal. Ally steals 1 buff from random enemy. Oh, nice. Where the fuck is the hit? Oh, it's this one. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Only available with Juliana on the same team. So if you have Juliana, he has this ability. And I think it hits hard, supposedly. I tend not to like to get freebies, but I do appreciate it, man. Other than Haikatoon. Oh, well, Haikatoon's alright. Honestly, his dependency on getting something like having to have Juliana is not the best. I'm gonna have to rate him low. I'm gonna rate him a 5. Supposedly this hits hard, decent, okay speed, oh, decent defense, but Okay, wait, that's okay. That's on one person. One person. Tax one. Oh, okay. This is one of those. Interesting. 5. This is nice, but that's pretty much it. Bushi can suck it. Honestly, this is obnoxious. I fight him in faction war. No, I don't even know if you can have a donation button yet, because I'm not even an affiliate yet. I'm still starting. You know, I'm a low end, bro. I'm a little shitty one. Honestly, Bushi's like a 4. I actually need him. Phoenix. Attacks on an enemy, place an extra hit if the target has any debuffs. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. That's nice. On an A1. Attacks on enemies has 75% chance. This is okay. And attacks all enemies. Attacks one enemy has a 60% chance. I mean, he's okay. I'm gonna give him a 7. No, I'm gonna give him a 6. Let me not raise him. Sorry. Attacks on enemy, heals an ally with the lowest HP by 50% of the damage inflicted. 2 lowest allies. Revives 2 random allies. She's a 6 to me, just full support. Oh, I do use Streamlabs. Like, this is on Streamlabs right now. You got who? Phoenix? Oh. Don't you like when you can, like, pretty much tell that they just reskinned, like, recolored? Like this. Alright, Cardinal's pretty good. Attacks one enemy, has a 10% chance of placing 5% poison. That's not bad. Heals target ally by 30% of their max HP. Okay. And then this one revives all dead allies, heals them by 25% of their max HP, and boosts their turn meter to max. This is the reason. This by itself gives her like a 6. And then she has decent stats. Over 1,000, over 1,000, over 100, speed. That's not bad at all. So I'd actually rate her a 7. Maybe a little higher if she had at least a little bit of a better move than one of these two, but I don't like them. Lightsworn. I've never used him, but I hear good things, and he has decent abilities. Attacks one enemy 3 times, decrease turn meter. This is great for Fire Knight. Attacks one enemy, places 50% decrease attack. Debuffs. Alright, so far that's dungeon stuff. Revive on death for 2 turns, decrease. Alright, so honestly, I'd rate him probably a 7. I like the defense a lot. Oh, we're on that now. Very best. Alright, that means it's 9 o'clock. So, let me see. Where did I end up stopping? Ugh, I only did 3. Fuck me, I'm bad. Alright, I'm going to do the Barbarians, and then I'll make that my last one, and I'll try and do the next ones next time. Since I had a vent about the patchwork, the patch updates and stuff, I ended up going over my time a little bit. So this is going to be a 2-parter, just because I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, I've been on for 3 hours. 3.5 hours. An hour doing this, but it was 2.5 hours doing Final Fantasy VII. Alright, so let's go through this. Yeah. From 5:30 to 8, I was doing Final Fantasy VII. And then at 8, I switched over to Raid, and I do about an hour of that. I stream every Monday and Thursday, or at least I try to. Alright, attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 10% chance of granting an extra turn. Okay. Attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a 25% weaken. What the fuck? Fuck this. She's trash. 3. This fucking makes you think it's Turvold. Alright, attacks one enemy, decrease defense on 1 person. Attacks one enemy. Attacks one enemy. Whatever. 3. Just finishing this up. Okay, that's not bad. Attacks all enemy 3 times. Ooh. Okay. 2 AoE attacks. And can place weaken. I found the same thing with Alika. Okay. So this is a 6. If Alika's decent too, maybe I'd say a 7. I don't know. He's a pain in my ass in Faction Wars. I don't drink. I'm a water guy. It's alright, Josh. No one's judging you. Attacks on enemy, provoke. That can get annoying. Attacks 2 times random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing provoke, so he's provoking every time. Heals his champion by 15% of their max HP. Places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns when hit with a critical hit. Pain in the ass. Immune to stun, freeze, and sleep. Only available with Kalia. Okay. This is actually kind of annoying. Nope. I've never been a fan of alcohol personally. It's just a personal thing. Obviously, I don't mind if people drink around me as long as it's, reasonable. But yeah, no, I don't drink myself. Honestly, he's kind of weird. I like him a little bit. He's going to be a 6 for me. I mean, it could be a COVID cough. God knows. Oh, look, Alika. Attack one enemy has 30% chance of placing an extra hit. This hit is always critical. Attacks one enemy ignores 50% of the target's defense if their max HP is higher than this champion. Interesting. Attacks all enemies, has a 35% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemies by 1 turn. And that can be increased a bit. That's a dick move. Revives this champion. Okay. I'm going to say she's a 6 and Sakara is a 7. If they're together. I mean, it's not horrible. It'd be fun to do. I mean, most people do, to be honest. Look at his 6-pack. 6-pack. You watch an overly cautious hero, Let's be honest, almost everyone forgets how to do math. The only reason I didn't is because, I do it for a living. Tashada attacks one enemy, places 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Okay, that's whatever. Attacks 3 times at random with a weaken. That's whatever. Attacks one enemy, revives random out. Okay, that's fucking weird. Well, no shit. It's fucking 4. Yeah, Kalia. Okay. By 20% of the damage inflicted. That's not bad. I don't have any trophies in math. My trophies are in baseball, and they're the participation trophies. I got third place one time. We got a big ass trophy out of 4 fucking teams. There were 4 teams. So yeah, color me impressed, right? Attacks all enemies. Okay. Attacks 3 times. I mean, fuck, it's her. Like, really boosts her up a lot, actually. To be honest with you, she's kind of fun. I'm gonna give her a 6. Whatever. Wait. Maybe not. Interesting. I'm gonna give her a 6. I actually like her moves. I mean, she sucks, but I like her moves. Oh yeah, geometry is my least favorite of the high school maths. It is most definitely my least favorite. Haikatoon. I'm gonna rate her highly just because she's actually not bad. This is right here is one of her big things. If you guys haven't gotten an apothecary yet, she is definitely the next best thing. She is free after, I think she's the 30-day one or something, or 60. I can't remember. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. Places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. So essentially what Apoth does. And she has a speed aura in all battles, so that's really helpful. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 15%. All in all, not a bad kit. I'm going to rate her a 7. Actually, I like... You know, I'm going to rate her an 8. I'm going to actually give her an 8. Math was my second favorite subject. Hard to believe it now because of my fat ass, but my favorite subject was actually PE. Always loved PE. I had weight training once. I had physical fitness where they actually just teach you a bunch of fitness stuff, you know, and nutrition. And then I've actually had, you know, like team sports PE. Pretty much every version of physical education I've always enjoyed. I've loved all of those. So, what happened? You know, I don't know how to say it, but I became a nerd. I went from playing outside every day with my friends. You know, I used to play outside. I was just talking to one of my old friends that I grew up with on the street. That we used to play football, basketball, baseball every day, and we used to go to the rec center and play ping pong sometimes. I used to do all that shit. And then as I got older, I moved away, stopped hanging out with those friends, and I started just getting into anime and getting into that stuff. Good job. Reading books, I still, it's hard for me to commit. I love books, I love reading them when I do, but it's hard to commit to that time with everything else I want to do in my life. But as I moved, I got into anime, and a lot of my anime friends, no offense to any of you out there that for whatever reason are watching my shit, they are not sports people. You know? Oh, this is interesting. Moves all shield buffs from all. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's kind of fun. On this champion for 3 turns equal to their max HP. This champion feels... Damn. Damage received by the champion by 50%. Honestly, I kind of like her. I'm gonna give her a 7. I almost want to give her an 8, to be honest. 7.5. I am 240. She sucks. I'm gonna click on this just to pretend. That sucks. Fucking 4. A lot of people like this one for specific reasons. Alright. So let's see what her abilities are. You're 5'10 and a half. I believe I was around 5'10, 5'11. So that means you're roughly my height, maybe an inch taller. Or maybe half an inch taller or so. Oh, so you gained like 50 pounds. Well, that's not a bad thing though. I mean, it's a part of life. It's not like you're like, you know, I don't know. For me, none of that matters. Actually, let me ask you this. Do you have a lady in your... That was not 5'9". Well, yeah, Josh, you beat us, but, you know, we're not talking about that. Alright, so this is attacks all enemies. Heals 50. This is a lot of shit. I'm too lazy to read it. Moves all debuffs from allies, then places revive on death and block debuff for 2 turns. What the fuck? That's nice. Damages this champion by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Heals all allies except this champion equal to half of the lost HP. Debuffs on this champion. Also a 50% chance of placing a fear on this champion. Okay, so pretty much they made these 2 moves really nice and then shat on her with this. This is essentially a punishment to her. Yeah, that's good, man. I hope that relationship is going well. You know, I hope it's being healthy. And honestly, because of this shit, I'm gonna rate her a 5. I would have rated her almost like an 8. Like, these 2 abilities are awesome. All right, now I'm gonna do a secret, rating here. I'm gonna just go real here. I'm just gonna go to Gallic real quick. Attacks 2 times, beautiful. It's amazing. Attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Increases, it places a 30% increase speed buff on this champion for 2 turns. Look at that, it's sexy. That's irrelevant. Age doesn't matter, especially when you guys are both adults. You hear that, Josh? Adults. Attacks 4 times at random. Each has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense. Has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns if the target has more than 2 debuffs. Look at that. You're going to tell me it's fucking 10. This is a 10. This is what a 10 looks like. So, just wanted y'all to know that Gallic is a 10. Just, just make sure everyone understands. Look at this. Look at that battle scar and everything. He's fucking sexy. The only thing better than Gallic is another Gallic. This motherfucker here's another. He's an 11. All right. So lying to you guys aside, I just rated the top 4, and I'll rate the rest next time. Not as good as Clam though. I mean, you're right. I didn't rate him 11 out of 10. We'll fuck again. Holy shit! Look at my money. 6. Oof. I need just a little bit more. I need 18 more. Is there a way I can get 18? All right, so I think I'm gonna leave this here. I did 4 today. Unfortunately, there are a lot of epics. The chat was a little bit more active than I expected. I usually get 1 person. To put it nicely, I want to spend most of my time with my wife. At the end of the day, most of my life is dedicated to my wife. I love spending time with her. That's literally my reason for living, if I'm gonna be honest. So this is more of a hobby for me. If it becomes full time or something, I make money off it, then of course I can change that up later. But for right now, it's not like I make money off this. So I stream 2 days a week. Hopefully people like it, and then I upload it to YouTube. If anyone likes it, cool. If anyone doesn't, it's okay. Speaking of that, I might as well plug my YouTube channel because it is different from my Twitch. My YouTube is actually One Piece Slayer. It is not official One Piece Slayer. The only reason I have official in my title here in Twitch is because someone took my fucking name. Cunt. But yeah, so if you want to see what I'm doing, on my videos, feel free to check out my One Piece Slayer YouTube channel. And if you want to see what I'm doing on the daily, feel free to check out my Twitter. It's also One Piece Slayer. That's pretty much my handle on everything except Twitch, as I said. So either way, take it easy. Good catching up with you. I don't know how to... Is that your name backwards and silly? I just realized. I feel like that's your name. Yeah, okay, thank you. I thought that was your name, and now I just looked at... Like, I thought your name was Michael. And then I fucking get a closer look at your damn... your gamer tag or whatever you want to call it. No, well, not a gamer tag, but you know what I mean. Your Twitch handle. And I'm like, wait a minute. Cool. I remember that. But yeah, man, good catching up. So, take it easy, everyone. Have a good one. Be safe out there. There's a lot of bullshit going around every which way. It's just nuts. Everything sucks. And yeah. So catch you guys next time. It'll be what day is it? Today's fucking Thursday. So see you guys Monday. Take it easy. Have a good one. Bye bye.